with Bruce Paige and Heather Foord. This is National 9 News.
Central Queensland mourns again. 5 killed in a chopper crash.
Traffic chaos as the lights go out across Brisbane.
Tigers record British Open and Kari takes the US Women. Good evening.
Good evening.
Another disaster in Central Queensland with 5 people dead in the crash of a rescue helicopter. It came down in thick fog near Marlborough while trying to land on the Bruce Highway. The chopper was heading to hospital with a mother and her sick child. They both died along with the pilot and 2 medical crew.
It took panic-stricken emergency volunteers more than an hour to confirm the very worst.
163, we're on scene. The helicopter is down.
After a frustrating search in heavy fog, they found the Capricorn rescue helicopter crashed into a field just outside the tiny township of Marlborough. All 5 on board were killed.
The chopper was trying to land here and somebody was watching the chopper and lost sight of it and someone else heard a thud.
The chopper, carrying 2 paramedics, had picked up a 5-year-old boy and his mother in the middle of the night. The little boy had serious asthma. They were on their way to Rockhampton Hospital.
I don't think you can put this sort of tragedy into words. It is obviously a most heartrending tragedy for everybody concerned.
When visibility deteriorated, the ex-Vietnam pilot planned to land at Marlborough. He contacted a ground crew but never made the landing.
Apparently the pilot did do a couple of circuits of the area looking for the landing zone, and then they lost communication with the helicopter.
Viv Jenkinson heard the crash and joined the search. He was first on the scene.
The only thing for business, I don't think anybody would have suffered at all. It would be very quick.
The wreck is a mystery to investigators. The chopper is thought to have flipped repeatedly but did not burst into flames. 3 of the bodies were thrown clear. The pilot was not a full-time employee of Capricorn Rescue. He was relieving one of the permanent pilots who's overseas purchasing the service's own helicopter.
The pilot was a very dedicated person, like all emergency service workers, and a very tragic loss of life.
This is the chopper involved in the accident, leased from former Ironman Grant Kenny's aviation company. Tributes have begun flowing in for all the victims.
Yeah, people are searching for reasons as to why this has happened to such honourable people.
It is important that their families appreciate from me just how valued they are and how valued the contribution they have made is.
The helicopter disaster is another blow to the Rockhampton region, still recovering from the loss of one of its police officers. Constable Norm Watt was shot during a siege last week. His funeral is being held tomorrow. Now there'll be 5 more funerals to follow.
I just find it really difficult to come to terms with that it's actually happened here and the way it happened.
In Marlborough, Melanie Wendt, National 9 News.